What you are about to witness is a vlog and a YouTube series in the making. So, the introduction here, we are reading some of the writings. As of now, this very interesting story I've come across uh, has a few different players. We're going to learn them as we go. But for now, we will know them as he, she, and little he's and she's. The date, September 27th, 2016. As it stands, I have some insider information, so I will give some dialogue and narration when necessary. However, uh, I like the commentary. To start, he. I'm not sure if this platform for non-truths, I'm not sure if this is a platform for non-truths and biased conversations as you stated above. You failed to use this system as you requested and continue to text me your opinions and feelings. So, as a form of protection and witness against lies and distortion, the children's family members were included in the communication. This will also suffice. Please communicate facts and stick to the point of conversation. I'm certain this will reveal the truths to come. Nothing follows. This is at 5:19 p.m. This is in response to such message sent by she. The new conversation mechanism is working on my end. Due to being added to your family text messages, I would like to communicate through these means. I feel harassed and ganged up on when you put me and our family business in a group text message with your family. The English language can be quite confusing. We'll dissect later. For now, let's continue. She. Hopefully, in the future, we will grow in communication skills and communicate through other means such as text messages and phone calls. Thanks for your understanding. This was sent at 5:12 p.m., a mere 5 minutes prior to response. Let's reread these comments for dissection. This won't happen often, but for the introduction, it's important that we lay the foundation about the facts that we understand. And the facts that we understand is the title of the series, The Gulla Liar. To start, the new conversation mechanism, she speaks, is working on my end. Due to being added to your family text messages. So it seems in America we have a separation, a very solid breakdown of what is included in family. Seems that marriages aren't actually considered family. I believe we try to, as melanated people, we try to reinvent or reestablish some of these norms that were given to us, though these norms aren't actually true. They aren't actually norms at all. Nothing about it is normal. But for the sake of the children, some normalcy. should be uh, should be available. But you can't have anything normal when you disagree on your family, my family, our family. Where is the line drawn? Maybe we should have a family map and then have lines and divisions to separate the states because we're not families. We're not united at all. He responds, I'm not sure this is a platform for non truths and biased conversations, as you stated above. Why did he make that statement? She says, due to being added to your family text messages, she'd like to communicate through these means. Hmm. Now, he said he asked for this. She's presenting as if she asked for this because she feels harassed and ganged up on. But I'm pretty sure we can all understand when somebody goes public is because they want the light shined on some things that are being hidden. Let's continue to see if he or she asked for this platform. We move along. We move along 2 days. Seems it's September 29, 2016. She, I will be at little person's practice field at 6 p.m. I will not be at practice tonight. So the plan is as stated in the visitation document. I will leave all three with you from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and drop off at my house. Thanks. He replies, perfect. Practice ends at 8. Since I'm the coach, I have to stay till the end. If dropping them off after 8 is a problem, please let me know. Nothing follows. She, no problem at all. I am here now. She, what time do you think you'll make? He, no later than 8:45. 8 hours, 45 more minutes. PM. She, I'm talking about right now. I've been here for you to pick them up at 6 p.m. If you're going to be late, please communicate with me. That would help me plan accordingly. He, the time is 6:30. Please know the rules that you requested. She, I suggest you look over the paperwork with an attachment. He, I would you talk to Gail then. This was her info for me when I spoke to her. Great job knowing the rules. She, I will be home at 8:45 as you stated in the above text. Nothing follows. This sounds like a miscommunication. The language here is subjective, of course. However, I'd like us to pay attention to the tones and the pitch. Because that's what we do, right? We dissect conversations, tell people how to speak, make sure they are speaking in the manner that we can, in a manner that we'd like, our preference. Side note, it's interesting that when he finds himself in front of a lot of these different players, they talk with all manner of aggression, disrespect, lack of attention and awareness. They state opinions as if they're facts and then double down on them. It's a very, very horrible experience. Let us continue. Now, here we have a mere a mere note speaks. I will be she. I will be at little person's practice field tonight for drop off. His practice starts at 6 p.m. and ends a little before 8 p.m. I will be home at 8:30, ready for your drop off. Seems we have some confusion here because just the day ago it was explained that he was the coach and the time set was 8:45. Seems a restatement of the 6 to 8 when he is the coach from 6 to 8, which is why he needs at 8:45. Let us continue. He doesn't seem to reply to this. Hmm, hmm. It's getting interesting. This is about 2, 3 weeks from the beginning. We won't keep up with the dates. Let's continue. I'm here with little person at practice. I'm taking little person to practice. There's another little person whose practice started at 6 p.m. Is this cruel and unusual punishment? Is it torture? Or is the other person slow? It seems that we're repeating it. Maybe it's about a no. Maybe it's not about a maybe. This is antagonistic, for sure, for certain. Let us continue. She, we are at the practice and we are waiting on you. Please let me know your plans. He had notepads. You have them. The practice started at 6 p.m. We are at the practice and we are waiting on you. Please let me know your plans. He had notepads. You have them. This was written and sent double time. Let us continue. He, my apologies. My phone was at home. We had a great night. See you soon. And nothing follows. Let's investigate just a little bit. Here at the practice, 2 minutes later, at the practice, practice started at 6. Yeah, phone was at home. We had a great night. Nothing follows. Let us continue. No, finally, we have some information about a game. Seems she. Make sure you know little person game is at this particular place. Just found out. Hmm. He. No response. I'm gonna guess it's because he's the coach. No, sir. Let's go for the next week. Don't seem to be having any problems. This is kind of boring. Other than a little jab here and there in the fights. First round is kind of light. I think they might be filling each other out. Let's see. She, hello. I just wanted to give a reminder that we will be at Little Person's practice at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is quite popular. She, I'll see you there. He, yep, on my way. This is not exhaustive. This is for entertainment. And there were some children harmed in the making of this here readings. So I believe. Let's continue. Ooh, what do we have here? Ooh, some dramatics. Now this comes, let's see, this looks like about 6 months later. No. Well, let's just say it's May 2017. She, I believe this is the method in which you requested to use from here on out. The dates are reported. It seems that something changed from October 2016 to May 2017. So 7, 8 months, we lose time. Could it be that things were okay? We don't know. We're going to check these dates from 2016 to mid 2017. Something happened. Maybe there's some court paperwork we can dig up. We're going to check the Texas Family Court Division in Fort Worth, Texas, because this is where this case happened. I'm pretty sure they've broken the record for litigation in Texas. I'm gonna see if I can find a case number to give for you guys in case you want to do some independent research. But here we have, let me just say this. This is a situation where about 8 years, 9, 10 years of litigation in a very high profile celebrity case involving a very high profile individual as the father and a very medium, low high profile individual as another party. There's all different types of parties involved. But this is one for the record books. Let us continue. She, I believe this is the method in which you requested to use from here on out. Now let us remember just a year ago, I think she made a statement with language suggesting that this was her request or idea. I think she has already started. Let's see if you can catch the lies. As you stated in your text today, you will not be picking up the kids on Thursdays on your assigned weekends due to being disposed. I am not sure what that means, but I assume you are saying that you are moving to another state or town and can't be there for them? Question mark. Please confirm such statements or clarify in order for me to plan childcare for our children. Thank you. He, correct. I did request that I did request, let's stick to this at least. You were right. The courts will believe everything you say. Hmm. Due to fear and continued harassment, she, aka she, first requested from the courts that communication be removed, personal devices be removed, personal devices directly as a result of her alleged harassment. I have attached her prior conversation to show the courts that I have been harassed and am now in fear of continued manipulation, as are the courts, its counsel, and its judgments. More assumptions and allegations by Miss She. Issue 1. She requested other communication as stated to the court she was being harassed. Solution. The courts suggested Talking Parents, which is a platform that's public, I believe. The results, she discontinued use and she was able to harass me. Wow. Okay. I see. So right at about 20 minutes, because that's all it takes to change the world. We see what happened in that gap in time. Issue 2. She issued to the courts that he had a drug problem, which is the reason she unlawfully withdrew the children from he custody, summer 2017. Okay, seems that gap is seems that gap from 16 to 17 is here. Seems there was some discontinuation of this here situation. So let's continue. Oh, wait, we have a response. She, he. It's unfortunate that you continue to be untruthful and refuse. Let me restart. Hey, it's unfortunate that you continue to be untruthful and refuse to take responsibility for your kids. I have primary custody of our kids. Wait. Due to your refusal to take the drug test at the first court hearing. Due to such refusal, the judge granted me primary custody in which you have to pay by law 30% child support for your three children, including health care. This is very funny. No, no, any other clarification about the case can be take up with my attorney. As for my direct information, I will need to know if you have relocated to a different state or city 50 miles or more in order to plan and provide the appropriate child care for our children. Who keeps talking about moving? Why is the conversation about moving? Okay. In addition, I need to be informed if you have discontinued the little person's medical and dental insurance, as I will have to make the proper accommodations. Thank you for communicating effectively for the well-being of our children. Thanks. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the dissection of this just a little because he doesn't have a follow-up statement here. Due to such refusal, she states, the judge granted primary custody. If you go look at the law, It doesn't take a refusal of a drug test. It takes an accusal. You only need to be accused of having a drug issue, and then what you're going to find in the law is that they'll remove their children from their situation until they gain clarity. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no court date you need to attend. They don't even need to inform you. This is something that can be done, just put upon a person. Seems that she is very excited about explaining to him by law 30% child support for the number of children that he obviously doesn't know he has. And for some reason, she's looking for direct information about some moving outside of the 50 miles or to a different state and asking about insurance so that she can make accommodations. Now, the insurance piece is very interesting. She needs very quick information about whether or not the insurance has been discontinued because it seems he was holding the insurance for all three children, the medical and dental. How do we know this? Because she's going to need to make accommodations. So it seems that she prematurely, because maybe because she felt like it was an emergency, but she prematurely and is not properly prepared to care for the children. What was she doing in the meantime? We don't know. Let us continue. Now, at this point, I'm interested. At this point, it's like Black and Beauty, and I'm feeling it. Beauty and Black. What's the name of it? Well, I know dancers and all that at this present moment, but we're gonna see some dancing in a minute. We are going to what is this? A week later. We are in 2017. Here's a week later, and she writes to he. Today is the day that you are ordered to pick up the kids from your for your first weekend. Please communicate your failure to appear or if we need to make any adjustments for this weekend. We will be at one of the little people's preschool graduation tonight at 6 p.m. Please join us. If you are unable to make it today, please let me know so I can inform the kids. Thanks. Uh, he doesn't reply. So let's see. This is at 6:30 a.m. This is from 6 p.m. 5:39 p.m. to be exact. I think that's important to note because it seems such event is starting at 6 p.m. This is written at 5:39 p.m. for an event that's supposed to happen 20 minutes in the future. And seems she's stating there, please communicate your failure to appear or if we need to make any adjustments. This is what you call a lie, a preemptive scripted lie. Let's continue. So you send a message at 5:59 suggesting that someone is late for a 6 p.m. meeting. That's wild. Interesting. Let's go for the next. Oh, the next day, the title is Feeling Threatened. After day before, being very interested in someone's arrival for, let's see, she writes, he, per our conversation this morning, you are encouraging a little person to come live with you in Atlanta. Seems he lives in Atlanta. Interesting. She speaks, or she writes, I have expressed my opinions that he is not old enough to make that decision and will not be moving to Atlanta to live. Please stop calling him and putting him in the middle of this dispute. Is she talking about, he's talking about his child, her child, or their children? We don't know. He does not deserve this, and it put in a more stressful situation than little he, is he already is. Stop it, she writes. As you state on the phone call, you will be coming back to Texas to steal him, and you don't care who I call. He wrote that. He said that. Wait. As you stated on the phone call, you will be coming back to Texas to steal him, and you don't care who I call. I hope and pray this was no more than emotion because I would hate to have anything happen. She continues, thanks, and please stop interfering. You have three kids, and they would have loved for you to be involved in their life, but you opted out. You moved to Atlanta to start a new life. So I still have to help them through that loss. Now, we don't know the situation fully. It's developing. We are uncovering this. However, this is a common thing that's mouthed out of the mouth of mothers who separate or otherwise are separated from the father, and then they assume this condition is the same for the children. These are completely different job titles. It's completely different family titles. If you're the COO of an organization and it's time for you to exit, they no longer need your services. The CTO might have some heart palpitations, but it in no way means that the company is separating from the CTO or the CEO or the janitors, the people in the kitchen. But for some reason, these mothers take the very quick approach of this type of propaganda and rhetoric. Could it be to disturb the minds of the children? We're going to find out what he does. Let's see if he's going to Atlanta. He doesn't reply anything. More, there's probably something to the fact that he's not replying. Oh, wait, this message said it's titled Feeling Threatened. It's titled Feeling Threatened. Let's read this again quickly. Let's see what the threat is. Per our conversation this morning, you are encouraging a little person to come live with you in Atlanta. I've expressed my opinions that he's not old enough to make a decision and will not be moving to Atlanta. Please stop calling and put him in the middle of the dispute. He does not deserve this and is put in a more stressful situation than he already is. Stop it. As you stated on the phone call, you will be coming back to steal and you don't care what I call. Hope I pray this is more than emotion because I would hate to have anything happen. Please stop interfering. Maybe, no, no, no. I'm going to leave that for somebody else to find the threat. We're going for the next one. This is a week later. These conversations are like a week at a time. Probably because they're sharing custody. Let's see. Seems she writes again. He seems to be disinterested in conversing. Could it be that this platform really was about her requesting? Oh no, she said that he. Okay, let's see. She. I am under the impression that you will be coming to see or visit the kids. I want to remind you of some things. One, I want you to visit with them and spend time with them. Two, according to the temporary orders until the court date of October, you were to tell me by April 1st what your plans were for the summer for the children. Three, I have had to make plans for them because you have not. This is an ad lib. This is all coming from the person who has primary custody, which is the same as full-time custody, but she seems to be looking for a lot of plans from the other person. Four, please communicate with me, not any of the children absent me when you want to pick them up for any reason. Hmm. Now, if I didn't know any better, I believe somebody was feeling themselves. Let's see. Five, if you are uncomfortable communicating with me, get a third party approved by the courts to help facilitate communication. Somebody is awfully bossy, must have balls. Please stop at six. Please stop asking some person. Oh, please stop asking a little person to choose to stay with you. Pause. Could the little person speak? I think at this point, we would love to hear from the little person, but that's not how the court goes. You're not going to hear anything from the little people. Please stop asking the little person to choose to stay with you. It is making the already situation more difficult. What situation? Divorce, separation? He will not be moving with you to Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe his dad is a rapper who is moving to Atlanta for some opportunity. We will find out. Oh, wait, she confirms. You have moved for personal circumstances, and I respect that. However, little person will not be making that move. If you want to request that, that can be petitioned through the courts. Thanks. I hope and pray things get better. I don't want to fight. I only want communication. I'm open to that in order to make things smoother for everybody. Please, 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 for the sake of the children, communicate with me about your plans as it pertains to the kids. She. Sounds good. Seems he replies here, probably for the children. Seems that's what she's requesting. He replies, see Texas visitation calendar. Okay. She's talking about child visitation, trying to conduct something else. Seems he's going with the court. Let's go for a week later. Oh wow. He sends a message. Please confirm pickup July 1, 2017. Hey. I confirm July 1st pickup. Please communicate the pickup and drop off location, as well as the time prior to the day of pickup. I would like to confirm the return date. Will the return date be July 25th or 26th? These dates were discussed earlier in order to accommodate their state track meet if they qualify. If they do not qualify, then is July 31st the return date? Now, I'm just gonna guess here because he said he was the coach before, and she looked like she was giving information, and he stopped communicating because we all understood he was a coach. He probably had his information first. Let's see if this is antagonistic behavior. He replies, 8 a.m. pickup, house pickup, August 1 return pending. Please contact and gives a number for this point on. No discussion concluded. Please stop assuming and predetermining based on your own wants and needs. She, I don't understand what you're talking about. I will communicate with you through this portal. We spoke about them being able to go to their state track meet. I'm not even sure if I'm speaking to the right person. You were just here in Texas to see the kids for a day. We text back and forth in a delightful manner. We arranged the times and pickups for the kids. We even we you even rested at my house before your flight. That is the type of reaction I prefer for the kids. I really don't understand this message, despite the times I felt disrespected and even threatened. I'm doing my best to do what's right for the kids. I'm totally confused by this message. Me too. You talking about being threatened and being ganged up on and harassed and threatened and ganged up on and something and this, but you talking about somebody stayed at your house before a flight. You said rested. Sound like nobody threatening people to me. Anyway, let's continue. If I need to attach the previous text message to refresh, I can do that as well. If this is your sister texting me, shame on her, and I prefer that she stops. Whoever this person's sister is, she probably was minding her business at the time and didn't have nothing to do with nothing. But you see how easily somebody can wrap you into something you don't have anything to do with anything. That can probably happen to he and the kids. Let's continue. She, I will not be contacting you through your sister's phone. That is unnecessary and childish. Wait a minute. Wasn't it she that just suggested contact a third party if he needed to? Let's continue. That is unnecessary and childish. We, he and she, are the parents of little persons one, two, and three. Listen, I am confused about this. Is it he children, she children, or they children? It's too much. It's too much confusion. Is it she, they, or he children? I'm sure y'all not gonna put it in the comments. Because it's he children, and when he right, they don't speak. She. Now, if you are having phone complications and not able to call or respond, I completely understand. We're gonna find out if that's true. That ain't true. Couldn't even get it out. Okay. Will you be picking the children up? Final question. He responds, again. This is what he says. Again, stop texting my mother. 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is not resting. Ah, hmm. Seems he's noting the duration of the stay. She, again, this is sad. Your mother and I text. Mm. I update her on the children and she responds. That's commendable. That's commendable. I'm interested to see if that is going to continue. She also texts and or calls me if she has a question or wants to speak to the kids. It's all about the kids with us. I see the play. They're trying to pretend as if the dad has some other interest. And we playing the coalition game. Let's finish and then we'll go back and dissect. It's all about the kids with us. It's comforting to communicate with an adult who is all about little person, and little person. Now, if she's requesting such a thing, she can tell me to stop. I'm so sad and disappointed by these back and forths. So from here on out, I will only talk to you about the kids' logistics. Hopefully, in the future, it can become more for the kids' sake. Please never text me again to stay at my house or lay down from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. to wait for your plane after hanging out. I was generous. However, I can't figure out why. So sad. The kids will be ready Saturday, July 1 at 8 a.m. The pickup place will be from my house, undisclosed address. See you then. This is just really, this is really, this one's quite simple. And we only have about 10 minutes left in this episode. Let's dissect. First, she says, I confirm July 1st pickup. Oh no. First, he says, please confirm pickup July 1. She confirms. She, please communicate the pickup and drop off locations. I would like to confirm the pickup dates, track. If they don't qualify, July 31st. He says 8 a.m. pickup from the house August 1st. Don't remember her having any gripe about picking up on August 1st. She didn't have any problem. She suggested July 25th, July 26th, July 31st. He says August 1st, probably because that was the maximum duration of the time allotted. For some reason, she's suggesting cutting those days short. He says, please contact a third party and stop assuming and guessing. She says she doesn't understand what he's talking about and will communicate with him through this portal. Very strong. Tough guy. Spoke about the track meet. Not sure. Said some other stuff about resting at a hot house in a delightful manner. It doesn't seem like he's a threat. It seems like she got upset and said, you know what? Don't stay here black or white or Asian European is at my house for 3 to 5 and don't hang out, and she don't plan on being generous, okay, might there be some smoke coming? All right, I know what I said, but let's see. Let's see what happens next. We still got time. Uh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, so that is titled Summer Visitation, yeah? Summer Visitation. Oh, okay. This is one of them regular kind of things where the dad get removed and then you only get sometimes. You only get to be a dad sometimes. But they play like you're full time. They try to treat him like he got a full time job, benefits, and vacation days, and all that kind of stuff. But really, he's a temporary employee. Oh my God, I lost the page. And I'm telling y'all, it's look. Look. No, can you see that? No, I can't see that. Let me see. For real, church. Summer visits. Okay, we got another one. Let's see how it starts. Please confirm your arrive for 8 a.m. tomorrow. Must be August 1. I did not receive a response and it's 9:45 a.m. Oh no, this ain't that. Something else is happening because she has the children. All right, let's go back. This is the very next communication. Please confirm you arrive at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I did not receive a response. It's 9:45. The little people are waiting, and the kids are waiting. I have no exact time. It is imperative that you communicate your time of pickup. He writes, man, I'm on an airplane. Be there at noon. She speaks, no need for frustration, just important to communicate. So he writes here. Then he writes, not certain why you only packed no more than 1 week's worth of clothing. Please report to the child support office that I will need to purchase clothing and all of necessities for this 30-day period. Mm. Is it possible? Is it possible that the kids were sent away with nothing? Let's see. Please also inform them that you will not have expenses for this 30 day. Rather, I will have. He seems to think that this is something for real. That somebody's accounting or tracking or something. He seems to think that this is for real. Anyway, let's continue. Please inform them that you will not have expenses for this 30 day. Rather, I will have custody and need the same amount of support, approximately 4 digits, for the month of July. Notice I did not have any questions for you. I'm only communicating. Nothing follows. She, I have not received child support from you anyway. Person, he, full name. Remember, you quit your job. Therefore, I haven't received any support from you. So make sure you tell those same child support people that, shaking my head, you are dot dot dot. I just don't know what to say. They are in your custody for a month, and you should therefore figure everything out, as I have had to do for some time now. I gotta laugh at this because somebody seems bitter about having to take care of their children. That's not the energy you want to move in there. He speaks. Please see attached for court evidence of one she continuation of lies, deceit, and court order manipulations. I think this is typical amongst low moral people who find themselves in a powerful position. Let's see. The children were picked up and will also be returned July 21st between 5 and 8 p.m. at the continued expense of their father. They will be returned with enough time to rest before the state track meet as requested. Should Rashonda, damn, I gotta edit that. 5:56:17. Yeah, it's time to stop getting sleepy. Oh, damn, I can't edit that. It's live. She, Rashonda, Spigako is her last name. She failed to be present. They will remain in my custody, and I will forward the information to the courts as needed. Nothing follows. Since I gave out the name for Miss, now I can't even pronounce her last name again, but it's here. We're gonna give out his name. His name, I think, is Miss Spigako, and his name is Mr. Cleophas Spigako. Let us continue. He, oh wait, no. He writes nothing follows. She, you are the most heartless person. Damn, I didn't even know they was talking. You dropped off our children at my doorstep at 2:30 a.m. You were stated that you would the bring the kids back August 1st. We already discussed that the kids would not be able to make it to the track meet. I have not prepared for them to be back. You abandoned our children at, oh, they're their children again, at the door at 2:30 a.m. You are unreliable and crazy. This will be reported. I will not have our children in a constant state of fear and uncertainty. It's time to grow up. Now, wait a minute. Somebody abandoned some kids at 2:30 in the a.m. on the front steps. Let's see what happens. That's wow. Wait, this was 7:22. We're gonna skip ahead to the only next communication is 8:20. That's 30 days later. See what happened. Maybe she reported something. Um, oh no, this is only it's 8/8. It's about 2 weeks. Don't know. But he writes, I will be there sometime on Friday the 18th to get the kids for the weekend. I can have a place for them as well during the time of mediation. If you would like details, feel free to have stress free conversation as adults. Thanks. She, hello, he. Unfortunately, the kids have school on the requested dates. Huh? In addition, I have not heard from you since our children were dropped off at my doorstep unannounced at 2:30 a.m. on July 22nd. So homie disappeared for a month and then popped up talking about he'll be there Friday on the 18th. Yep, this sounds like a court date. Sounds like a court date, some separation, and then now they back to it. Unfortunately, the kids have school. Said I'd very much like for you to have them and have whatever. Maybe something changed. In addition, I've not heard from you since our children were dropped off at the doorstep unannounced. Probably. Let's see. Communication is key when making arrangements for our children. Due to the fact that you've moved, if he moved to Atlanta, how is he back and forth? What kind of idiot is driving or flying back and forth from Atlanta to Texas to see their kids? What kind of stupid, what kind of dad? Hold up. What kind of dad are we over the limit? To the next episode, we'll pick up here. Peace.